who has an easier life, men or women, when it comes to dating and lifestyle? Who has an easier life?
Women.
Yeah.
Women?
Then,
Okay, what about you?
Mm.
Who has an easier life, men or women?
I think it depends.
Yeah, basically.
Let's say you gotta choose one. From your own
I'd probably say men.
men. What about you?
I'd say men.
Men do all the grunt work in the world.
Has an easier life?
I think it's an easier life, maybe not easier, but simpler, because as a man, your life is very straight lined. You get a good career, you get the girl, you get the car, you get the house, you have the family.
Damn, that's
dream.
not easy.
We just did a
But-
process just now.
No.
Hold on.
Wait, you get the career, you get the
hold on.
car,
Are you
you
guys
get
gonna
the
let me
house,
talk?
you get the money.
You know what? Go ahead.
Let me talk.
Come on in there.
So as a man, it's very, very straight. You know what you have to do in this life. It's very, very easy. Well, it's not easy to do, but the plan is laid out. As a girl, it's like, okay, well, now I'm going to be successful, but I can't be too successful. But I want to be a good mom, but I can't be just a mom. You have to balance a ton of things
I
at the
agree.
same time. It's not just all straight lined.
Wait,
I can't wait to respond to this, but I'll leave it here for now. What about you?
Being a mom is a very hard job.
So what's
Let's leave
harder,
it like that.
being a man or being a woman?
I think both of them have their own troubles, but I do agree that men do the more difficult, like work
Mhm.
in the world. But being a parent is a very difficult.
So ultimately, who has a
job
harder
too.
life, men or women,
Mm.
in your opinion?
It depends on the relationship and the situation,
Let's
because
just choose
everybody
one.
has a different situation.
Let's just choose one. Neutrally.
I'd say like a woman that stays at home and takes care of the kids all day.
bro, you feed the
think
kids, leave it there, it poops as shit, man. That's like, man, simple
Do
as
you
that,
have
man.
kids? Do you have
Man,
kids?
hey, listen, you
Good
poop
question.
shit,
Yes or
doesn't
no?
matter.
Yes or no? Do you
Hey,
have kids?
listen, I don't have kids, thank
Oh.
God.
Oh, okay. So
But
then
hey,
you don't
listen,
know then.
I do know.
Sorry.
I taught kids. You just leave them
Never
alone.
mind.
You feed them,
I'll give you this.
they take a shit.
No, I don't.
Raising
care
kids
for
are
your
not
opinion.
Feed
easy.
them an
But
iPad,
is
bro.
it more
Mhm.
harder as a woman to do that than work as a man? I would argue that point.
Yeah.
Well, what about you? Who has a harder life, men or women?
A woman has a harder life, I feel like.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that all the girls at the table think it's
Well, she
Four,
mentioned
four.
Yeah, 4. So we have a video to play here that illustrates a guy's life as a guy, normal day to day, and dating for him as well in this aspect. So let's see who has a harder life from this example. Play the clip if you don't mind.
Watch it.
Got you. One second. Is this one right?
Yeah, this one here.
All right. 1 second.
This is a real.
Okay, so a guy's typical life in LA. We'll play it real quick.
A single guy in LA. I wake up at 7 a.m. and immediately check Raya. 8 different girls flaked on me, but one didn't. Let's go. We've got dinner tonight. But then I see a cute girl at the gym and hit on her. She's totally going for it. So I flake on the first girl and invite this girl to dinner instead. You have to understand who I'm up against in LA. Actors, models, athletes. Girls out here like a guy who's 6 feet, makes 6 figures, and is packing 6 inches. So first I put on my Timbs to boost me up to 6 feet. Then I rent a Lamborghini Huracan to make it look like I make 6 figures. At 12 o'clock, I stuff my bulge, double stuffed. Then I see another cute girl, so I cancel on the gym girl and invite this girl to dinner instead. Then I jump back on Raya and match with an absolute baddie. I cancel on the girl who I just made plans with and invite this girl to dinner. At 7 o'clock, I pick her up in the Lambo. She wasn't really impressed. I take her out to catch steak. We have a decent conversation, but then I notice she starts to get DMs from professional athletes. I gotta act fast. I find one of the servers and pay him $100 to pretend to recognize me so my date thinks I'm important. And it all goes to plan. People outside of LA would say that's a waste, but here, that's an investment. At 10 o'clock, I drop my date off and make a move. She instantly rejects me. She said it's not gonna work out because she doesn't do long distance. I live in Hollywood and she lives in the Valley. I knew I should have set my radius to 1 mile. From there, I drive home broke, alone, and empty. And that's my day.
I think this really only goes for a certain percent of men that live.
Also, he
So
punched above
ladies,
his
That
weight
was
class.
you just saw the video, right? Give us your first thoughts and who has a harder life, you would say.
The first thing about the picking one girl, then finding another girl, then picking another girl, find that I believe like that's realistic.
That was-
Yeah. The portion about the pretending to be famous and stuff like that's unrealistic. But in general, like that video seems pretty easy for men. Like just pick another girl, find another girl, pick another girl, find another girl. Oh, this one flaked on me. I'll just find another girl. Like stuff like that.
I mean, we just saw how hard it is to pick up girls as a guy.
That's not real.
I'll leave it there. What about you?
That's a very real scenario.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like in that scenario, like he specifically dipped on certain girls and he could have chose one girl. So he himself chose different girls over the one that he had. So he was really just kind of choosing his day upon who he had available.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really his own, you know.
And
That's
he
his
had
own call.
options too. So he
He
could have.
did.
He had options.
Yeah.
Keep in
And then he
mind,
bought that Lamborghini too
Mhm.
for that day. So he didn't really have it. So he's really lying to those girls too.
keep in
So
mind
it's like,
everything he did in that video to get those dates. By the way, what about you?
First of all, he was punching way above his weight class with the last girl, so he can't get mad if she doesn't want anything with him at the end. He did that to himself. He could have had the first girl, but I also think that guy needs a job. If he has that much time and energy to be so concentrating over which girl is going to like me for the Lamborghini that I leased, first of all, he's going to figure out that it's not real. So she's not going to like you if she liked you for that. She's not going to like you at the end. And he should put his time, effort, and energy into starting a business, and something like that will get girls to naturally like you.
Okay.
I have one thing to say.
Go
I
ahead.
think fake energy will attract fake women.
Yes.
So I second what you said.
Hey, but
That's
sex is a real.
That's your full summary.
That's the summary.
And what about you?
Yeah, he played it crazy, renting the fake stuff, and then like the
Come on,
different
man.
girls, he could have just like went with the first one, but picking all day, he went with the wrong choice, and the night he was sad.
The right girl will stay for whatever you got and love you for who you are.
Stop the cap.
Question real quick. So why do you think, because a couple of you guys think that a man's life is easier than a woman's. Why would you say that? What makes you think that? We'll start with you.
Man has it more simpler. He really just has to like up his worth and his value, and then he can really get whoever he wants.
Is that easy though?
No, it's not easy. Hard work.
It's all work,
Definitely
man.
takes it.
Does a woman have to up her worth?
Yeah, we just have to take care of ourselves and make sure we up to par.
But do you
and,
have to up your worth to get a man?
Or just show up?
Yeah, by
Yeah.
appearance, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah.
But if you stayed the same, would you still be able to find a guy?
Maybe not as high value as you might want if you take in the best care of yourself.
Okay. But you could do nothing and still attract a man, right?
Yeah.
Can a man do nothing and still attract a woman?
Most likely, no.
So who has it easier?
A woman has it easier, I would say.
Hey, she took accountability,
Okay.
man.
180.
All right. And then you said that you think, why do you think a man's life is easier than a woman's?
I didn't say that. I said that.
You said it depends on the context. Let's
Yeah.
assume that neither of them is parents. Let's say both of them are single and don't have children.
Okay.
Whose life is easier?
The woman's life, because
Oh.
they, they get treated by the men, and in a, like traditional setting.
Okay. What about you? You think a man's life is easier. Why do you say that?
I think a man's life is easier because the playbook is already kind of laid out. It's very simple for what you have to do. As a girl, there's so many gray areas.
What do they have
and,
to do?
work hard, invest in themselves, like she said, increase their value, and then everything else will kind of follow.
Do you think it's easy for a man to just increase his value?
Yeah, go to school, become a doctor, easy.
Oh, doctor, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
How many years is
He
it
should
to
be
a doctor?
smart.
Is it easy?
How many years? No, real quick.
How many years? What?
Is it to be a doctor? How many years?
8.
Is that easy? 8
I
years
could-
of not making any money.
It's not easy, but
struggling.
it's straight lined. It's very
A doctor, a straight
step
line.
1,
Doctor?
step 2, step 3, step 4. Yes, it is. It's very lined out. If you do A and B, you will get C.
Yo,
You'll become a
Chet niggas
doctor.
become doctors, man.
So you're saying a guy can just wake up one day, get funding for school to be a doctor, and his life is set?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah. Or he could literally start an e-commerce business right now.
Oh, yeah,
He
e-commerce.
could.
That's a good
he could
idea.
start any business.
Guys, you know what? Forget
can.
work. Forget a 9-to-5 job. E-commerce all the way.
E-commerce.
Everybody
If you're
here.
not wanting to do the
All the
school,
guys.
do that.
So,
Yeah.
Question. Okay. So you're making the argument that it's easier because I guess it's more linear.
Yes.
So you think because it's more linear, it makes it easier?
And what I said was, I don't necessarily think it's easier, but it is simpler because it's already been done before so many times. Very, very easy. With
Yeah,
girls,
but-
there's a lot of gray area.
Okay. How's there more gray area with women?
Especially in recent times too, you guys ask what girls bring to the table, so you now have to be educated. You want to start your own business, you want to have your own thing, yes, but then you also need to be a good mom, have a good stay-at-home life, be very, you know what I'm saying, very
Let me ask you
mother-like.
this then: is that a requirement of men, or is that a requirement of society and feminism telling you to chase a career and make money? Do you think men actually care about these things you just mentioned?
I don't think they do, but I think a lot of women.
Hold on.
But
That's
I
very
think
important, though.
I know, but I think a lot of women want that, but a lot of men just want like the little mom that'll be in the kitchen all day. So it's hard to balance.
But
Not
why
being.
why do they want that though? That independence. Why do they want that?
Why do women want that?
Mhm.
Because sometimes you'll invest into a guy and then he'll mishandle you. And then if he does something that you invested all of your eggs in him, you have to have something to fall back on. So you always need your own thing.
I think your argument is faulty because you're making the argument that a man's thing is it's more straight line. It's like linear, like you just become successful. But the thing is that to become successful is very difficult as a man. You got to build yourself up. But as a female, you have the option whether you want to be successful or not. But you can still find a man. I guarantee if you lost your job tomorrow, your boyfriend wouldn't leave you. You wouldn't care probably. But if he lost his job and he lost his social status, you would care a lot. So I would argue that women at least have the ability to pick and choose if they want to be successful. Men don't.
They do, and that's true. But
So
as a man,
then how
it's-
could you say that women have a harder life when they can pick and choose if they want to be successful or not?
Because
Versus men, they must become successful.
sometimes having more choices isn't always easy because people expect you to do everything instead of just one thing. Because if you just pick one thing, you're faulty in another area. Whereas a guy, if you only have one choice, it's very, very simple. You just do this.
But you're not penalized as a female for being mediocre, but you are penalized as a man for being mediocre. Women
By
can
who?
be mediocre if they want to be.
By who?
What do you mean?
Society.
Says who? I see mediocre men getting great women all the time.
Who?
You know what's funny? Mediocre men, right?
hmm
Who are these people?
They work a basic hourly wage job. They're not really motivated in their career. They're not motivated in themselves to go to the gym. They're just kind of like, bleh. That's mediocre.
What about the guys at CVS, McDonald's,
Working?
maybe Home Depot?
Depends on the situation. If they were homeless and they worked their asses off to get this job and they're working super hard, that's a great person. But
So why don't you choose one of those guys?
because I'm not attracted to them.
Why not?
Why not?
They're good-
Because we're
good
not on the
guys.
same level.
No.
Oh, so they're not on your level.
Mhm.
So you're trying to say that these guys aren't worthy of you?
If I was very, very attracted to one of them, I would be. But typically, those people I'm not attracted to.
See, this is the problem. I think on some level, you want to say this in a nice way, but you're not. Because you know what's happening here. Your level, for example, of being a good-looking girl isn't going to fit the guy that's working an average job because your standards are kind of high.
Mhm.
But ultimately, what do you bring to the table?
I don't need to bring anything to the table, one. But two, if you were to ask that and if I were to answer that, I'm very, very educated. I have 2 businesses. I make more than my boyfriends ever have.
Oh shit.
And I am pretty. And that does have
Oh,
value to
shit.
some guys. So, yeah, I do
Well,
bring
hold
a
on.
lot.
That just proved her first answer. I don't have to
Exactly.
bring anything to the table. I think that kind of perfectly personifies what I mean. Women don't have to bring anything to the table and still have options in men, but men have to bring a lot to the table to even get a date, is my point.
But some guys want girls that bring stuff to the table. So you don't have to, but some guys do
but
want
the
it.
point
Women
is,
don't
is
have to
that
bring the
women,
same things
but the
to the
point is
table.
that women, there's no burden of performance on women. There's a burden of performance on men.
Mhm.
So the argument is simply, I'm just saying men have a harder life because we have to work a lot harder than you guys to get.
So there's a
even
burden.
noticed.
So there's a burden of work, but is there a burden of family on men? Because if a woman's not a good mom, there's a burden on that. But if a father isn't necessarily a good father, that's
Well, he's expected
there's
to provide.
not too much of a burden.
He's expected to provide for
which
that
is the
family.
work.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he's expected to
Oh,
provide.
men
I mean,
provide.
I genuinely believe that women live a way easier life in 2024 than men do. Way easier because women have the ability where they can either they can go to school and become successful. Cool. They want to do that. They can. But if you decided, I don't want to fucking work anymore, you have that ability to do that. If your boyfriend makes enough money and he's willing to take care of you, you can do that. But as a man, you never get that break. You never get to say, oh, you know what? I just don't feel like working. Like men are only respected by society and valued if they bring value back. Women don't have to bring value. It's a choice. for you
Because
guys.
women are valuable just themselves
They're born with
inherently.
that's what exactly. So that's why life is on easy mode for you guys because you're born with value. That's my point.
And we
I
asked
could
you
see
guys
that.
as well earlier, how'd you find your guys? Did they approach you first? They didn't know what you did for a living, but they approached you. Why?
He did. We worked for the same company. So he knew who I was, and I was one of the only girls.
Okay, but be honest here. Your last boyfriend, did you know what you did too?
Huh?
Your last boyfriend.
Did he know what I did?
Yeah.
We started dating in high school. So I worked at a coffee shop.
And again, that's
That was
fine
working.
because he doesn't expect you to do what? Be successful because he likes you for your looks.
No, I think he was definitely banking on me being successful. I've always talked about it. So
Hold on, did he break up with you though?
he did
Oh, why?
long distance.
You need
So he wasn't banking on you being sick. I guess he wasn't banking that hard.
Yeah, not enough, I
Broke up with
guess.
you. Because men don't get with girls for their financial success.
And hold on, history always repeats itself. You're doing it right now. You guys in where Arizona, right? And you're
Mhm.
here in Miami.
Yeah.
Long distance.
But this one's better.
Okay.
But why are you dating these long distance niggas, man? Like, why?
It doesn't start out that way. It just happens.
Mm.
It's a curse.
You're single, bro. Just saying.
Bro, I saw her IG page, bro. She's bad, bro.
What? Really?
Her IG page is not good for being in a relationship, man. She's single, man.
Her Instagram. Do you
Bro,
have any
it's-
pictures with your
bro.
boyfriend on your Instagram?
I do.
Where? Let me see.
Chris,
My
pull it
pinned
up.
post.
Put it up.
Where?
Let me see.
Is that Shadow?
I think it's a shadow,
That's
bro.
a shadow, bro.
Bro, I think it's a shadow.
No way.
I think it's a shadow, bro.
Look, that nigga darker than me.
I think it's a shadow.
Yo, bro.
Where is it, bro? Nigga.
Yo, no face,
shadow.
no case. Okay, okay.
He way over there, bro.
The last post, the fourth
Yeah,
post.
bro.
What the fuck, bro?
this
A hand.
bro.
What?
Man,
Oh
this
my
nigga
goodness.
a shadow, bro.
That is hilarious, bro.
Oh man.
Wait, question. How old is he, by the way?
26.
Yeah, this nigga don't know what's
Do you make
right.
more than him?
Yeah.
Okay, so where is he now? I mean, where is he in the pictures now? I see only one
Right there.
photo. Where?
Down.
Down?
Right there.
Down somewhere?
Middle.
Middle?
What the? Is that a picture?
This nigga's a reflection now?
Yeah, the nigga's a shadow.
Reflection?
I thought she was an art basel. What's up?
Yeah, for real. Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay,
Listen,
well.
you can't make this shit up, bro.
You
can't make this shit up.
She got him hiding in plain sight.
Yo, nigga's a ghost.
Yeah, bro. Fava gives off single vibes, but that's fine.